The frozen tarmac of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska became the unlikely stage for the most anticipated diplomatic encounter of the decade on August 15, 2025. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met face-to-face for the first time since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, a summit brimming with military pomp but ultimately devoid of substantive breakthroughs. This marked Putin's first visit to American soil in 10 years and his first trip to any Western nation since the outbreak of hostilities in Ukraine, making the event as symbolically charged as it was strategically ambiguous. A ceremonial show of strength. The summit commenced with a carefully choreographed display of American military might that sent mixed diplomatic signals. As Putin's motorcade approached the base, the skies above Anchorage roared with the thunder of F-35 fighter jets and the ominous silhouette of a B-2 stealth bomber, a simultaneous demonstration of U.S. military superiority and an unexpectedly warm welcome for a leader currently indicted by the International Criminal Court for war crimes. The red carpet reception, complete with full military honors, provided Russian state media with triumphant footage of their president being welcomed back onto the global stage after years of isolation. Behind closed doors, the illusion of progress. For 3 hours in a secure conference room, the two leaders engaged in what both would later characterize as productive discussions. However, the summit failed to produce its most anticipated deliverables. No ceasefire agreement emerged, no timeline for peace talks was established, and no new sanctions were announced against Russia. Instead, President Trump appeared to adopt language remarkably aligned with long-standing Kremlin positions, shifting his public stance from demanding a Russian withdrawal to advocating direct negotiations between Moscow and Kyiv, a move that effectively relieved pressure on Putin while increasing it on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Phantom Deal, Russia's territorial demands. Sources familiar with the closed-door discussions revealed that Putin presented Trump with a proposal that would require Ukraine to permanently cede control of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions in exchange for a freeze in fighting along other fronts, particularly in southern Ukraine. This proposal, which would legitimize Russian territorial gains through military aggression, was subsequently communicated by Trump to Zelensky in a private phone call where the American president reportedly urged the Ukrainian leader to make a deal. Zelensky's office immediately issued a statement rejecting any agreement that would compromise Ukraine's territorial integrity. The post-summit theater, smiles without substance. The carefully managed press conference that followed the meeting lasted just 11 minutes, with neither leader fielding questions from journalists.